Welcome everyone to another exciting episode of Ready Set Roll, starring Brennan as Roland Better Than, and Benjamin as the lovable Kinku. We also have Mossbeard, played by Daniel Wells, and I am your puppet master, Strahd von Zarovich. Hello everyone, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Barovia. This week I have with me, as always, Brennan.
Hello.
Benjamin. And Daniel.
Oi.
So I'm pretty sure everybody has a point of inspiration. I don't know what else I can do to bribe these fools to do a recap, but does anybody willingly want to give a recap of what happened? Okay, I guess I'll do it. So we started the episode, and they were making their way back from the Vistani village. So they made their way back from the Vistani village into Vallaki after meeting up with Ismark. His face was pummeled. Come to find out, Strahd wasn't too happy about finding out that Ismark decided, I'm going to ship my lovely stepsister or adopted sister to a place where Strahd supposedly can't get to. Furthermore, after bringing him back to the Blue Water Inn, Rictavio kind of made them a deal. He just thought it probably wasn't a best idea for him to send you all out there to get information on the Order of the Raven with no assurance that you're actually going to do it. So he sent his ward, or his basically Robin to his Batman, out with you. On the road, you all encountered some people that kind of showed up from your all's past. There was a witch, and she kind of excuse me, she was trying to get revenge on you all killing her sisters and her mother, and she apparently was in a relationship with someone else you all slighted in the past. A man that owned the shop in the town of Barovia, and his nephew. After basically mopping the floor with the witch without her coven and a more or less commoner with a magic stone, the nephew didn't know what to do, and he just started fighting you guys. Mossbeard got hit in the face a couple times by his, which is going to give him more PTSD about the magic mop. He decided, I don't know what else to do. I don't want to kill this poor guy. I'm going to have bats pick him up and carry him away. After continuing on the road to the Wizard of the Wine, getting further away from Vallaki and further into the unknown, Kinku and Roland kind of had something pry into their minds, and as it pried into their minds, it was beckoning them to come see them. They don't know what it is. They don't know its intention. They don't know whether it's good or evil. They just know it wants them to come down to it. But after realizing where it wanted to take them, they were like, fuck that nonsense. I'm not taking that much time. We have a job to do. So they headed on to the Wizard of Wine. Finally, as they made it there, they started getting more and more attention from ravens. And out of the fog, a man in a cowl saw them and started beckoning them towards it. Whether or not they decide to go towards him is another story, and that story starts now.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, there's been a lot of weird stuff happen today already. I'm not sure if this is a great idea.
Instead of beckoning, he's now started like waving, like he doesn't think you all see him, so he's putting both his arms out.
Oh god,
Like,
he knows we know.
Like I said, this guy is probably the proprietor of the place. Mossbeard will wave back.
You hear him go, "Hello."
That's a rather
kind of
raspy
yelling
voice.
at you all. Y'all decide to go closer. You stay in your distance. You still.
Hello.
Okay, I'm going closer now.
So, the older man kind of looks you all over as you get closer. We don't want any problems. We already have enough.
Aye.
What?
There's evil druids and... Wait a minute, as he looks at Mossbeard.
I'm a dwarf. What do you want?
You ain't no evil druid, are you?
No. Are you an evil druid?
You got the scent of a druid. I
What does
never
he
met a
smell like?
kind one.
What does he smell like?
A birdhouse.
Well, you smell like a
smells
birdhouse, which means
He
you
smells
might
a lot
be a
like
druid.
Kinku. He smells a lot like Kinku.
Actually, you smell like my bird friend here.
Find that offensive.
It's nothing on you, Kinku. You smell rather nice, actually.
Offended. Made an apology.
I'm not
We're gonna cancel Daniel. All right,
don't
get on
fucking
Twitter,
apologize for
everyone.
nothing.
Cancer Daniel.
Cancer Daniel. Oh God.
Cancer Daniel. It's not even cancel. We're gonna give him cancer now.
I hit send on cancer.com. That should get there in 3 to 5 business days.
Well, yeah, no. We're just 4 people coming to solve the problem of the winery.
Did my grandson send you?
Who's that?
I always keep forgetting his name.
We met them.
Well, as you can see, we're obviously not at the winery. Like I said before, evil druids and blights have pushed me and my family from our home. And we are taking refuge in the woods. As you know, the woods aren't that safe, but it's safer out here than in there. When you, look back, through the woods, as he gestures back, me and my family, you didn't see anybody there before, and all of a sudden, out of the fog, there's kind of a couple people that you swear weren't there before are standing there.
How many of there are you all?
As you look around, there are 5 of them.
And how long has this been going on for?
Well, we were recently pushed out of our home a few days ago. Which is why the shipment of wines has not been fulfilled.
Okay, so did you send word to your nephew, or is it just a matter of the flow of wine stopped and he took action, I guess?
So, here's the deal. Things don't like to grow in this cursed land. Fortunately for us, a wizard used to live here, and he made some magic stones that he planted in the ground. So, a few weeks ago, one of those stones was stolen. Probably by Baba Lazga, if I was to guess.
Baba who now?
Baba Lazga. You don't know about Baba Lazga and her moving house?
Baba Yaga.
No, that's copyrighted. It's Baba.
No, it's not. It's a Russian story.
Her house on chicken legs?
All right, I'm gonna head out.
Everybody knows this story. We tell tales of this to our children to keep them at home. Anyway, she's real. And I'm assuming that the druids caught wind of this and decided to take the other stone out of the ground. We retaliated, and obviously they pushed us back and then decided they were going to take the offense and they took over the winery. So not only do we have a wine problem, right now there will be a future wine problem because, as you may guess, our vineyard will die off and wither away.
What you're saying is we have to go beat up some druids for being dickheads. Got it.
I mean, kinda. We did our best to try to beat them up for being dickheads, but I guess they were too big of dicks. We couldn't handle them.
How many do they number then? Like,
The druids themselves aren't the problem. It's the amount of blights that they have under their control.
Tell me, Craig, what would Mossbeard
Yes.
know about utilizing blights?
Give me a nature check.
Woo! Fuck yeah, natural 20.
Okay, so you know that blights, depending on which type of blight, are created by magical means. There are 3 different types of blights, but you have your twig blights, and then you have your needle blights, and there's another one that is escaping me. Vine blights, based on the amount of magic that is put into them. Twig blights needle blights are probably the easiest to control, and they're the easiest to defeat. The thing is, you can make a bunch of them. It doesn't take a whole lot of magic to make them. Twig blights are just reverse what I just said. Twig blights are the ones that don't take a whole lot. Needle blights, a little bit tougher to make. They got a little bit more on them, a little bit more mass. They're kind of a pain in the ass, but And then finally you have vine blights, and they're probably the tougher of all the blights. But the thing is, you control them with a certain type of staff that you would make out of a certain type of tree. And it's a very long staff. It's got to be like made out of a tree that's struck by lightning. So the whole thing is, if you can destroy the staff that's controlling the blights, you can neutralize all of the blights.
Tell me, what are these blights you're dealing with? Are they more viney, twiggy, or needly?
I reckon I seen all 3.
Ah, fuck. Well, so how many able-bodied people you got for a fight, if any?
So, as you look around, you see that it's the old man. There is kind of an older son. There's a 10-year-old boy, an adult woman, and she's holding hands with another man.
All right. So here's the thing. We can get rid of the blights if we can find the staff that they're using to control them.
You hear him go, "You are a druid, aren't you?"
I said I was. Not an evil one.
I guess you know their ways, so you know how to beat them.
Aye. And it's the best way to get your winery back. The thing is, there's going to be a lot of them before we can get to the staff, probably. So we need a way to get the blights away from the winery, so we can find this staff.
What are you suggesting?
I'm open for suggestions.
Unfortunately, every time we've tried to make headway, we've just been overrun by those creatures, and we haven't been able to get anywhere near the winery.
Oh, so it's near the building.
So when you all were fighting these things, was there anything that worked better than fire, or anything that didn't work?
Mossbeard would possibly know.
With that natural 20 Mossbeard, I will say that fire works the best on these creatures. And you also know that they can't be blind or deafened. And they also have blind sight.
Honestly, toast and roast them.
Are there any other survivors that might be out there in the thick of this, or are you certain this is the last of you?
Well, if you all make headway, I'm sure I can go find some allies that won't be able to help you.
Esmeralda,
Yeah.
do you happen to have any good, like, fire abilities or techniques that you're able to use? And, Kinku,
Hmm.
same question.
What?
Do you have any, like, abilities to conjure fire?
She kind of gives you a blank stare
Gonna take that as a
and
no.
and wiggles a little sword hilt.
That's... is that fire?
It's technically radiant, but hey.
It's a flashlight.
You look at Esmeralda and she does like a finger gun in the air, and at the tip of her finger you see like a little kind of firework go off and
Oh gosh,
She
she that
cast fire-
X-Men.
she casts firebolt.
Okay. We're getting options here. Roland, I already know you can shoot fire at your fingertips. Alright. Of course, I don't have the power to do such. Because I didn't think I'd be burning anything down. Alright. Well, we will attempt to do our best to sneak in and all that.
We're gonna die.
We're gonna die.
So, any of you against flying in?
I'm scared of heights.
I'm sorry, what?
Not you lot. I'm talking about us. I could potentially fly us in there.
I mean, that would be incredibly helpful.
I can make up some of my eagle friends, though. Depending on how
Gandalf.
Depending on how well that goes with how all of this Barovia stuff works, they may be a bit sloshy on the flesh. I can summon two giant eagles and kind of do like an aerial fly-in.
You guys gonna paratrooper in?
That's the thought. Seems like the easiest way to go.
Okay, what about the other two people?
Yeah, exactly.
What about them?
Giant eagles are large beasts.
Okay, I was saying you can get 2 people, but you have 4 people in your party.
Yeah.
So they can carry 4 people.
Exactly. I go on one with Esmeralda, and Kinku goes on the other one with Roland.
Okay.
Distribution of weight.
Okay.
Here's the thing, though. Does anybody have a way to keep us from splatting on the ground? Just in case.
You're asking a rogue and a paladin.
I was more looking at Esmeralda this time.
I've got some rope.
Nope.
Because I did not prepare any sort of what's the word I'm looking for? Any sort of ability to slow or fall. So, but yeah. So I'm saying we do an aerial over all of the enemies straight to the building. And we try to do it all sneaky peeky like. That's plan A for me.
Well, may I suggest dropping in at the part of the building where we lower in the barrels of wine?
Is that the easiest access point?
Well, I mean, kinda. There's a giant cart full of wine that we had previously loaded up, but weren't able to ship out.
Okay. Well,
You won't have to open a door. It's basically wide open for you all to enter.
yeah. Because Mossbeard's just thinking of all the terrible things that those various blights could do to them if they ran into him. He's like, these things are very good at camouflaging themselves. So like I said, I'd rather avoid as much of them as I could. Save our energy for a little further in. Roland, Kinka, got any other plans?
I dislike the idea of potentially getting shot out of the air and plummeting to our deaths.
Well, these eagles have a lot of power behind them. The issue is, I know I have the ability to do such, so this druid might as well, depending on if they see us and we're close enough to them. Depends on which part of the building they're in.
Well, like most things, we can certainly try.
Or we could just walk straight up the middle of the road, get into fights with all kinds of twigs and whatnot, and get beat up.
I dislike that idea more than possibly falling and crushing all of my bones.
Aye.
So, question, D&D question here.
Yes, sir.
Say somebody had greater invisibility.
Aye.
Well, wait, that would only work on one creature. And you were riding another creature. Both creatures do not become invisible.
No, that's not how that works.
Well, Esmeralda goes, well, I'm out of ideas.
Yeah, because basically it's everything that they're wearing, and also greater invisibility does not help us with blind sight.
Well, if you're flying.
Yeah. Trust me, I have another great spell that would work perfectly in this moment, but I can't keep 2 concentration spells up at the same time. Which sucks. Because Pass Without a Trace would be awesome in this situation as well. So, yeah. So we're going with plan A?
That's up to you all.
Giant Eagles in. Airborne Rangers going on a flight. That's
Okay, here we go. Big Red 1.
So, Durf claps his hands together and summons. Bam! Actually, is there another large flying bird creature? Could just summon 8 giant bats again.
Shikaka.
I mean,
So, as
8 giant bats are large creatures, so. Yeah. And we could each have our own bat.
Is that what you're doing? Giant bats?
Yeah, you know what? That would actually be a better cover system too. Because it's Barovia, right? Okay, new question. Giant bats, 8 of them, or 2 giant eagles?
I feel like the giant eagle's a better idea.
Okay. We're going 2 giant eagles.
All right, as you clap your hands together to summon these giant eagles, instead of giant eagles that come flying in, it's like those things that the ring wraiths on Lord of the Rings, kind of.
God. Oh. Hello.
The old man kind of leans over to Roland and goes, "Are you sure he's not an evil druid?"
He has not stabbed any of us in the back, or
You're
done
so-
anything evil, or caused anyone undue harm that didn't have it coming.
Leans into Roland. What about the other guy?
Yeah, 50-50.
So, you all hop aboard your transport, flying through the air. I am going to need a 2 stealth rolls from you, Daniel.
Okay. How high do you all want the eagles to go?
High enough that if we fall from this fucking shit, I'm gonna have to re-roll a character.
So 40 feet. Okay. And also, I'm gonna have the giant eagles keeping an eye out as well for like any enemies and whatnot, and try to avoid stuff like that.
Okay, what'd you roll on your
Okay, let me.
stealthy mixed
I'm
stealth?
figuring out giant eagle stealth. Well, they got a good dex, so 15 on the first giant eagle, and a 17 on the second giant eagle.
You all are stealthy.
And they are like eyeing out, trying to see if they can spot the druid as well as they're going.
I spotted him. He's a weird-looking dwarf on another eagle.
He's got a mossy beard. Shoot him. All right. So, off the dude's recommendation, we're going to go for like that area he was talking about with the cart. and land there.
So you drop into W2.
Yeah.
I just want you to know what you did probably saved you a lot of fighting.
I thought you were going to say it was incredibly dangerous and probably could have got you all killed.
I mean, it was incredibly dangerous and probably could have got you all killed, but I rolled like shit on my perception.
Yay!
I got a 7. Okay, everyone. You might not have noticed this, but we took a quick break at the 30-minute mark. That's because Benjamin had to leave because he's going out of town. And by out of town, he's going out of the country. In his stead, we brought in my good friend Melissa to play Esmeralda.
Hello.
Real quick, guys. Brennan or Dan, give her the lowdown of what's all going down. If you remember.
No, I remember. Do you remember, Brennan?
Of course.
Well, then take it away.
Okay, so last time, or I guess I should ask, have you all debriefed her on, I'm guessing, the general synopsis of what's going on?
I did, but she neglected to read it.
I'm sorry, I have a busy life.
It's okay. So this campaign we're in is Curse of Strahd. The general theme is Gothic horror. We are us helpless adventurers against mighty manipulative vampire guy in the background. Currently, we were traveling to take care of, notes say, I believe we were taking care of the wine first,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we were on our way to figure out why the supply of wine has otherwise been cut off from the locals, because, like anybody in a godforsaken hellscape, wine is their greatest escape.
Gotcha.
So that said, we are looking to restore the supply of wine so we can further communicate with the people in town, so we can kind of get to the bottom of some other things people are being shady about. I'm just being like, hey, we need to know things. They're like, give us our wine, and you will know things.
Awesome. Thanks for the debrief. No, we're not debriefing. It's not over yet. The brief.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, you all got there, and out of the woods were the patrons of the winery, and they were being all weird and shady, and they were like, hey, these fucking druids came in and started messing up our stuff, and then they were like, you're a druid, you piece of shit, and pointed at Mossbeard, and he's like, I'm not that type of druid.
I don't know how they guessed.
Well, then, you guys decided to fly in and get dropped off on the roof.
Yep.
Kiku is going to chill out on the roof and take pot shots at all the little twig blights outside so that you guys, if you guys need to make an escape, you have a pretty good way to get out.
Not the roof. It was that wagon entry area.
That's where you all got dropped off, but he's going to go up on the roof.
Yes.
Or she's going to go up on the
Yes.
roof and take shots. Basically, you all avoided a combat that included 30 twig blights. So, could have been bad. Now, Mossbeard, you rolled a nature check, and you know that the way to take care of all these twig blights all at once is to find the main druid who holds this, like, rainmaker staff. Mm-hmm. And by destroying it, it will destroy all the twig blights. He just gave me a look like, I'm not destroying it, I'm going to take it over, and I will have the twig blight control.
And then he will be one of those kind of druids. Okay, so I'm not great at stealth, so...
Neither am I. And I can't exactly drop concentration, because Kinku might fall off a bird for them disappearing.
I think Kinku is safely up on the roof, so you can...
Because it could pass without a trace. Give us a little stealth. Sound like a good idea?
I don't hate the idea. My stealth is +1, which is rare for somebody wearing armor.
Okay. Yeah. So, Mossbeard's going to drop the concentration.
You hear, ah! No, I'm just kidding. You know.
Oh, fuck! Yeah, I'm going to drop the concentration on Conjure Animals. And I'm going to switch it out for Pass Without a Trace. So everybody will get a +10 to their stealth.
I'm very stealthy.
Yes.
Super stealthy.
All right.
All right. So, if you guys are wanting to go in stealthily, go ahead and roll me some stealth checks.
Now.
I'm not gonna make you just cast Pass Without a Trace without rolling stealth.
Yeah.
This is a little dice tower. If you want to throw it in there.
I got to 23.
36.
I got 27.
Yeah, I think you guys are stealthy.
I
You
was gonna say,
did
I'm
it.
Very stealthy.
You don't even know you're stealthy.
I
You're
don't
like,
even know where I'm
I
at.
am." Yeah. Who am I? So, as you all walk in, you notice a couple things. To the, it would be your all's left in W1. There are a set of stables in there, and you know there are 2 draft horses, and they're just like chilling. In W2, there is a wagon, and it's fully stocked, ready to roll, strapped up with 3 big-ass barrels of wine.
Okay.
There's a hole in the ceiling, and if you look up, you can see all this. And there's a what's basically a makeshift wooden crane, which you can assume drops the barrels onto the cart in some fashion. What would you like to do? There's basically an entrance to the back, which you can see takes you up to some stairs. And then there's 2 different doors that lead into the right.
Okay, so that's definitely our getaway vehicle, right?
Yeah, I'll probably just summon giant birds to take it.
Well,
There are horses.
there are horses, but they're not hooked up to the cart, so you're going to have to
Right.
take some time to get it.
All right.
Summon giant birds.
Well, they're like skeletal eagles. Because anything that gets summoned here is just immediately
It's
turned to
fucked
like
up, yeah.
undead looking.
Oh.
Yeah, he turned into a crocodile, and this his skin started sloughing off as he was swimming.
Just degloving.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's sexy.
Should we go ahead and get the horses hitched up?
I think hitching the horses sounds like a solid plan, you know.
I think that should be fine. Just be quiet.
Yes.
So Durf, as he moves along in his pass without a trace, will slowly lead the horses to the cart.
You're not Durf, you're Mossbeard.
Mossbeard.
Mossbeard,
I play a lot of
can you
dwarves.
roll me a animal handling check with disadvantage? No, I'm just kidding. But because you don't want to startle the horses since you're basically invisible.
That's very true.
So that's 14.
14. Yeah, you don't startle them. You're good. I was gonna roll, but nah.
Shh.
What's touching me?
Mossbeard will get them all set up.
Cool. Yeah, you got them ready to go, but you still have the problem of the druids here. So just making this escape really isn't going to solve the issue. It's just kind of kicking the can down the line. And you know that they asked you to find out information about these magical gems that they put in the ground, and that's what makes the wine grow that have disappeared.
Right.
I just wanted to make that clear since we haven't played in like 2 months. So the horses are ready to go. Where are you all going?
Well, maybe they're on the upper floor.
Yeah, I was thinking go to the upper floor.
Or the basement.
I never want to go to the basement.
The basement's usually where bad things seem to happen in this place, so maybe we should start there.
Go down, work our way up.
Yeah, like we're on the ground floor. We'd have to come back through the ground floor to go up or down, so...
But if we take care of anything that's upstairs first, then when we're in the basement, any ruckus we might cause may, I don't know, attract said upstairs people, which would give us more, I guess, of a roadblock on our way out.
Have you ever been in a basement? It's real quiet.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
So are we going upstairs or downstairs?
I think we're at 2 for basement.
2 for basement?
To the basement.
To the basement then.
So quietly as we are. Dun, 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 dun. So it looks like we have to go through W12, the little circle stairs.
Yep. It's like a spiral staircase that leads down into the basement. As you start going down the spiral staircase, you feel like it's noticeably cooler down there. Let me get to where that shizer is. There's wooden pillars and beams that run the length of this room. Within this room, it's ice cold. There are several bottles of wine just are aging on this makeshift shelf. And if you pull one off, you can see it's like chilled. You give me a perception check.
All right. It's going to be a non-natural 20.
Anybody else?
Got an 8.
Well, good old Esmeralda doesn't see shit because she rolled a 1.
So it's 7.
Keen-eyed hunter.
Very.
Mossbeard, you're just like perfect level that you can see through a set of shelves that the taller people don't like to bend down to put stuff on. So you can see like right through it. And what you see is like 5 humanoid-ish figures in the shadows moving around back there. Due to your stealth, they don't notice you.
Are they moving like blights would?
Give me a nature check with advantage.
$12.
Yeah, you think they are.
And we're not seeing the presence of anybody else, though. Just those 5.
Just those 5.
Okay.
One of them doesn't seem to be moving like that.
Okay. What's that noise?
That's a good question. I don't know. It must be on your end.
Huh. Well, as Mossbeard's looking at this, he'll pull 4 twigs from his beard.
Oh, shit.
And point to 4 twigs and point towards the room. And then he'll point at Roland, and then he'll put up a finger for 1.
Okay. Can you guys decipher this?
It's just like caricatures. 'Cause I'm trying to be quiet.
Figure it out. I want to hear it. What do you think he's making?
Okay, so I'm bad at charades, so this happens sometimes. So is it like 1, like the number? Am I supposed to be looking up at the ceiling? Do you want me to try and climb on the ceiling? I thought that was your thing.
No. There's 4 blights. I'm doing stage whispers so he can hear me. There's 4 blights and 1 person. From what I can tell. Should we deal with them?
Maybe. Are they the only ones who are down here?
I can see. From what I can tell.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
Okay.
All right. Well, real quick, can I get you all roll me initiative, and then we'll roll a surprise round in front of that.
Okay.
Oof.
Natural 20, baby.
You're either hot or cold.
I know. No in between.
I got 17.
I got a 5. So, because this is a surprise round.
Oh, yep, you're right. You all can
Just do
go
however
however
want.
you want to go.
All right.
Because I can drop an entangle on them and get them all restrained so that you two can go in there and start hacking them up. That sound like a good idea?
I mean, that's fine. Entangle will catch us if we go into it, though, right? Or
No. It's only when the spell is cast.
Okay.
And then it like causes a bit of difficult terrain. But shouldn't affect you all at all.
Okay, yeah. Sounds like a good plan.
Okay. So Moss Spirit's going to drop his patented Entangle spell.
Okay. What do I need to do?
So, for Entangle... Let me... So for the spell Entangle, it's a 20-foot area. A creature in the area when you cast the spell has to succeed a strength saving throw. Or be restrained.
Alrighty.
To end the restrained, they have to make actions against my spell save DC. And it's a strength check.
So, might be a surprise, but they're not very strong. So the wooden dice is going to be for the Blights. The red dice is going to be for the Druid.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna say it fails. One rolled a 11, and the other one's rolled a 3.
Okay. All right, so they're all entangled.
Yep. Look at my
Go.
conditions list.
Go, party members, go.
Attack!
Yeah, I guess we'll stroll on over and see about bonking one on the head.
All right, so you attacking one of the Blights or the Druid?
So, like, how are... I guess, like, loosely in the entangle is, like, the not blight thing in the middle, or...
Yeah, for the most part, he's centered around the other Blights.
Okay, so, like,
You
as
can
I'm
see these
going
Blights
up,
have, like,
I'll probably work on the blights first. Like, what's this person doing?
kind of trying to figure out what the fuck's going on right now.
Holy shit!
Yeah. But all the Blights, you notice they have, like, big sharp thorns coming out of them.
But all of your attacks have advantage. All their attacks have disadvantage.
Okay, so my first one's a 24 to hit, and then I don't think an 8 hits, so...
Well, a 24 will hit. The 8 does not.
Only 4 damage.
With advantage?
Yeah, I rolled 17, 18, and then I rolled a 1 on the damage die, and then I rolled a nat 1 and then a nat 2 on the second attack.
Kill.
Yeah, I'd say that doesn't cut it.
So 4 damage?
Only 4.
Yeah, he's still up. You just see this twig just kind of get smashed in, and it just kind of like reforms around the your... What do you use, a mace or a sword?
Sword.
Yeah, so it's trying to like grapple around the sword, but you can just yank it out.
Don't forget they're weak to fire.
All right, what is Elizabeth, or not Elizabeth?
Esmeralda.
Elizabeth.
So Elizabeth Esmeralda is going to... I'm going to use my hand axe, and then I'm going to go after the dude that just took 4 damage. Let's see here.
And Esmeralda, you have 3 attacks on your turn.
Oh, that's right. I do. I have to...
2 longsword and 1 either short sword or your hand axe.
Right.
She could also do it the other way. 2 hand axe, 1 long sword.
And she has spells.
I don't want to do any of my spells yet. I want to do 2 hand axe, and then I guess it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Silver short sword, I guess.
8,
My bad.
5.
8, 5, 18, 14.
So the last one's going to hit.
Mm-hmm.
And
Well,
how
what's
much-
her plus to hit?
Yeah, what's your plus to hit with the first 2 weapons?
So plus to hit is plus 6.
So 14.
Yeah, you hit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you hit with all 3. So roll your damage.
6 plus 3
That one's-
slashing damage.
So you kill the first needle blight.
Mm-hmm.
just because you would have killed him on your first hit, I'm going to let you attack a different one. So you could just roll your damage on a different one.
So that's 8 slashing damage.
Okay.
So 7 piercing damage.
Yeah, you kill him.
Nice.
You killed 2 of them.
Sweet.
So now we are out of our surprise round, and it goes back to Esmeralda's turn.
Okay.
Attack again.
So I'm going to, literally just do the exact same thing on the next little twiggy.
No.
So
Fuck him up.
8 and
That's gonna hit.
6. And there we go.
That's also going to hit.
9. Oh, that one does not hit.
Yeah.
So, okay. Hand axe rolling. Got a 2 plus 3/5 slashing damage. That's 4, so that's 7 slashing damage.
So 12 altogether.
Quit
Yeah.
killing my twig blights. You didn't hit on the last one.
Didn't hit on the last one, that's right. Okay.
Quit killing my guys. So it's now the druid's turn.
Ah.
He looks at you because he can recognize that you're a druid, and you shot your vines out, and he goes, "What the fuck?" and then shoots off a spell of his own.
Okay.
He is going to cast Thunder Wave.
So that's 15 foot from his self.
Oh, well then he'll hit Esmeralda and Roland. I don't know how far
Only
away
15
you are.
foot. And from where we're at on the shelving of the stairs, probably a little too far to hit
Yeah,
me.
he can't hit you, but he can hit Esmeralda and Roland. So that means I need you guys to give me a Constitution saving throw.
I do not remember. I apologize. Which one do I roll?
You roll this unless you're rolling damage. Always
That's right.
roll that.
Okay. I am
11 plus, what's your con?
my con plus 3.
Yeah.
So
So 14. Okay, you pass. What about you, Roland?
Actually got a nat 20, so 24.
Okay, so you both pass.
yeah, also because Roland's level 6, she would have got the plus
Okay,
charisma.
forget about that. But here's the thing. You take half damage. The fact that he's using Thunder Wave down here in this basement full of glass, all the glass shatters, and it's like a grenade going off. So you're gonna not only take half the Thunder Wave damage, you're also gonna take half of the glass hitting you in the face damage. So it's 2d6 from the Thunder Wave.
Now, Thunder Wave's D8s, dude.
Is it d8? Oh, I'm stupid. 2d8s. I feel dumb now. 2d8s. See how willingly he is to like make you guys take more damage?
Yeah.
So that's 13 cut in half, so 6. Then the glass going off is a d20 plus 10. Alright, 18 plus 10, so that's 28. Math.
14.
14 more points of damage to your face.
Huh.
Damn. Huh.
Are y'all alright?
Roland, what are you going to do after this grenade just went off?
How much damage was it?
So,
It'd be 20 altogether,
yeah.
because you saved.
That hurt. So let's focus on that guy now.
Yep.
Is he still restrained?
Still
Yes,
restrained.
he is.
Does a 14 hit?
Against a druid.
Yup.
You say yes or no? Sorry.
It does.
Yes.
What about a 12?
That also hits.
Smite him!
Okay, so my dice hate me, so it's 11 damage.
You said you wanted to smite her.
but I might need that.
Yeah.
He's still up as he takes this hit to the side and groans. It is now my Needle Blight's turn, since they haven't been able to do anything yet. It's so sad. You've killed so many.
Good.
Retribution! So they can't
Move.
but they can shoot needles at you all.
Still at disadvantage.
Still at disadvantage. Alright, damn, that could have been good to hit Roland. A 9 doesn't do it. That's his turn. The next one's going to shoot Esmeralda. You killed my friend, Jimmy. 9 also does not do it. Damn it. Well, Mossbeard. Just like the big guy in kickball, you're the anchor. How you gonna...
Oh man, look at all this glass. Time to return the favor. As Mossbeard kind of lines some glass in the druid in its line of fire, and he's gonna thunderwave the druid and the needle blights.
You know they're in the...
No, I can get around it.
Okay.
If need be, I can only hit the druid with the glass concoction and all that.
That's fine. Go for it.
Hey, druid. Con save.
What? No! That is a 12.
Fail.
And you're only getting my druid, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so it's a d20 plus 10 extra damage with the glass.
My d8s, real quick. He already took 12 from the thunder wave, and then he took another 18 from the glass shit.
Yeah, so you just see this glass hit him. It just peppers him up. And he just looks down and just starts gushing out blood as he's basically paper cutted to death and
Like when you
falls
don't-
over.
It's like when you don't realize you got shot, and then it just all starts happening at once.
So, back to the top of the order. Esmeralda, there are 2 little bitty blights at you.
Really? They're still there?
Yep.
The druid's
You
dead?
just sound annoyed.
Well, I mean, there's just too many of them. They're just annoying. They're little needles. Okay. Well, here we go. Round number 3 of 3 attacks.
No.
15.
That hits. Natural 20.
Natural 20. Beautiful. And 11.
All 3 hit.
Nice.
I would say you get to roll on our crit table, but
It's probably dead.
yeah, it's probably dead. So roll us some damage.
I keep losing my place here. That's 5 slashing. 7, so 12 slashing.
Yeah, it's dead.
Okay.
And then the other one.
We'll just hit this last guy. So that's 6. That's 10 piercing damage.
Ooh, man. You see this thing and it's shambling. It's barely staying up. Its legs are shaking.
Its twigs are shaking.
Yeah, its twigs are shaking like in a hard breeze. Roland, it's your turn. Finish this poor thing off. Please, put it out of its misery.
Let's see how badly I do. Hang on. How does a 13 and 18 sound?
They both hit, and you don't even have to roll for damage because it had 1 HP left.
Oh, good, because I rolled double ones again.
Just enough. You didn't overdo it.
All right.
You did it.
All right. I loot the other druid.
You loot the other druid. So dirty.
You find a packet of seeds, some bird feed,
All right.
some lint, and a string and a rope, or a string and a paper clip.
No staff.
You find like a copper piece
I mean, these are all very important casting components. So,
Yeah.
That's about it.
he had Jack and shit.
No, he had string and
Lint,
lint and
piece of copper.
yeah,
No, he
a
had
paper
Jack.
clip.
All right. Anyway, so he probably gave away our position there.
It was loud.
Thought the basement was really quiet.
It is, but not when you sound off the powers of thunder in nature.
Twice.
Not once.
You did it too.
No, I just threw glass in his face. I didn't do nothing. Anyway, up we go.
So,
Where
where are you all going now?
Well, I guess we should investigate a little bit.
Yeah, I was gonna say we should at least look around.
See if those stones are here.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
Okay, good. Not investigation. Woo.
14 plus 6, so very unnatural 20.
25.
So, Mossbeard and Esmeralda, you both notice that there is a secret door here.
Ooh.
It is in the bottom in the cellar that's marked S on it. Do you see it on the map? Right here.
I do now because I've revealed the secret door.
But it takes some effort to, like, push this secret door open. And you are greeted by a blast of cold air.
Ghosts.
A dark tunnel stretches for, like, 15 feet, and it's ending in an archway beyond, which lies a shadowy cave.
Ooh. I wonder if they came in through here. Gonna make sure the door's closed behind us as we go.
Okay, so you're going through there, and you're shutting the door behind you?
Is there a way to
Yeah, I
open
was
it
gonna
from the
say,
other side?
Yeah, there is. It just takes some effort.
Okay. Okay, that's the question. Should we go through the secret door? What do you think, Roland?
We might want to check upstairs first before we head out. Like maybe like barricade this side and go from there.
Okay. So, like, move tables in front of the secret door.
Well, you have plenty of splintered wood and broken stuff from where you all thunder waved the shit out of the basement, so...
Yes.
All right, sounds good. Where are you all wanting to go now? Obviously, you're going back upstairs, but where specifically? You going to go all the way up, or are you going to stop at the ground floor and try to clear it out first?
Well, because they know there was noise made in the basement, we should go all the way upstairs, the opposite direction of where they would check.
Why not?
Don't ask me. Don't look at me. This is your all's choice. He's looking at me for confirmation.
He's like, eh?
Should I? I don't know. What do you want to do?
That sound like a plan, Roland?
Sure.
All right.
You sound more unsure than he does.
I'm now I am, yes.
Oh, gosh. All right, yeah, so forget the ground floor. We'll go upstairs.
Awesome. Okay. Do you want to...
Quietly.
Well, roll me another stealth check.
18.
Oh, 18.
Okay, pretty good.
Yeah, you guys are pretty good. Lowest was rolled was 18, so hell yeah. Race hell, praise Dale. You guys head up the steps to where you see, like, it kind of like levels out, so you can see, and they have like an open floor plan, so you can see mostly everything up here. You see the loading winch, and it's like a 10-foot square that's cut in you basically assume right underneath here is the wagon full of wine. You do also see there is someone standing up there. And there are several blights around him.
Ah, of course.
wait.
But give me a perception, Mossbeard.
Just Mossbeard?
Just Mossbeard.
All right, Mossbeard got a 12.
You notice that this is the Glothus staff, the Rainmaker staff. This is the guy that you need to take.
Okay. How high of a difference is there from the top floor to the bottom floor?
10 foot.
How far away is he standing from that ledge?
He's not gonna fall in. Like, you'd have to pull him instead of push him. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, darn it.
Yeah. If
So,
you...
like Thorn Whip?
yeah, I guess.
Can't you just step back from that ledge, my friend? That's kind of... Because I'm going to... Nah, unfortunately, this is not the character that has that. Damn. All right, so he has the staff. If I had to make an assumption, he probably also had the stones on him, too. How many Blights are with him?
There are 5 more Blights with him, but these are a little bit different.
Look stronger, healthier?
Yeah. You know that there's a difference between Twig Blights, Needle Blights, and Vine Blights, and that's what's around him.
They only last 7 seconds.
What?
That's a Vine joke.
Oh, okay. That's why I got canceled. God, not funny.
It was better than TikTok. All right. Okay. I found the staff. Do any of you think you can push him over the ledge? Or steal the staff from him?
Mossbeard, you hear it in Druidic. He says, "Come out. Nature bows to my every whim, for I have the vampire's staff."
Mossbeard's going to speak in Druidic as well.
Fuck you.
Fellow friend! No, he's going to say... No, he's going to come out and say, "Fellow friend, there are intruders. They have broken into the bottom cellar. Did you not hear the thunder?
Roll
One
me
of
a
our
deception.
companions are dead."
Roll me a deception.
It's not bad. 9. Come on,
Did
baby.
you say 9?
Come on, baby. Come
Yeah,
on,
I
baby.
rolled a 14.
Fuck!
He's like, the only one that brings the thunder is me.
Alright, combat. Fuck. Next time, though, right?
Yeah. So next time on Ready, Set, Roll Barovia, we're going to fight the main druid dude.
Roland, I hope you gave yourself some lay on hands before we got into this.
Yeah.
I
You should
could
have
do
touched
that
yourself.
Right now.
Touch yourself.
Touch yourself. Do the dirty touch.
And we'll see how good that touch was next time.
So, people, obviously, we advertise the Curse of Strahd books. I'm thinking about switching it over to the Van Richten's Guide to Barovia. Mm-hmm. Melissa, you're new here. What did you think about playing Curse of Strahd for the little bit of time that you have so far?
I've really enjoyed it. The story seems very rich.
You ready to use the full power of Esmeralda?
So ready.
She has curses.
She has a lot of curses.
Oh my god.
She's got some magic missiles and shit, too.
Yeah, she's badass.
Pretty fucking badass.
Alright.
All right, well, till next time. We'll catch you all next month with Barovia.
Bye-bye.